Hey guys, what's going on? Today's video, I want to talk about being grateful. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. As you know, I'm trying to do a little different things on my channel, and I've made one video already, and I really loved how it went and everything, and I just want to keep making more videos. So I just had to make another video. So today, what I want to talk about is being grateful. I saw this viral video of this church. What they did is that throughout someone's house, this guy wakes up in the morning, and he looks over, and his wife is wrapped in gift wrap. And then, well, actually, take that back. When he gets up in the morning, he's actually gift wrapped. And he wakes up, he tears it off, he looks over, his wife is gift wrapped. And then his kids come in, they're all wrapped in gift wrap. And as he peels everything off, he goes and turns the light on, the light switch is gift wrapped. And when he goes down for breakfast, he opens up a box, his breakfast is in there. Then he goes outside, his car is gift wrapped.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
Yeah?
Yeah! Oh, yeah! Hey, Christine! You're here too! I love you!
I know.
Dad, what's happening?
Honey, the power works! It's coming, it goes on and off, whenever we want! We've got clean water! Oh, that's great, look at that! Ooh, I bet I know what this does! Rain down the glorious water! Ah, shoes. Oh, what do we got here, guys? Food. I love food. What? A beef steak? You gonna have work? This is awesome. Look, listen here. Dee, the what?
Jack, be careful.
Oh, I have a car. This is great. Did you guys see this?
Yeah, you have a car.
A car!
And don't forget your coffee.
You're the best.
So it's just amazing how we don't think about everyday life things that we have that a lot of people don't have. And you're probably wondering where I'm going with this. Every year, people are always looking for something new, something better. They think that if they have this certain motorcycle, they're going to be better. If they're going to have this certain, piece of equipment on their bike, they're going to be better. No. The thing is like this. It's okay to get new things. I'm not saying that. But get new things because you want to get them, not because somebody else tells you to get them. Someone told me a long time ago that if somebody tells you what to do, then, and you don't believe in what they're saying, that you're a dummy. Because if you're doing something because someone else tells you to do it, really think about, is that person telling you what they're doing? What if the person's telling you what to do they have good intentions? I have a lot of people who've been in the bike game for years, and they have put themselves in such financial bind. Christmas is about giving. It's about sharing. It's about loving, people, loving every day, and just, being kumbaya. And I feel like a lot of people looks at Christmas as me, 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 me. What can I get? What am I gonna get? What are you gonna give me? Have you given lately? Like, have you donated? Have you thought about somebody else besides yourself? You know, everybody in this bike world is always, I feel like a lot of people are always looking at the bad side. Like, for instance, I've been riding 20 plus years. And I hate seeing people crash. I hate it. It gets me in the core because I'm a rider too. But I see people now promote wrecks as entertainment. Like, how can you be entertained with somebody going down? I don't understand that. Somebody like me can do a video and talk about real stuff. Stuff to save your life, stuff that's real, common sense. And I might get a few hundred views. But let me go ride my bike and I do a wheelie and I crash, I'll probably get thousands and thousands of views. So that lets me know that a lot of people are entertained by somebody else's misfortunes or somebody else's, pain. I don't understand why. You have people who, like, when you watch them and you see their pain and it hurt, wouldn't you want to feel for that person? Wouldn't you say to yourself, man, that could have been me, or I understand how that feels, or whatever? You don't just sit there and just laugh about it and make it a hee ha ha joke and be entertained by it. Regardless if it's their fault or not, nobody should use somebody else's pain as entertainment. I don't believe in that. And then, like, everybody doesn't know how that person feels. They don't know what's going through their head. They don't know. It's just amazing how people just judge what happens to other people and not feel sympathy or empathy for them, because that could be you. But there's also a flip side, and I always try to play both sides of the fence. I don't always like to be like, oh, this, without saying something on the other side. Now, the person who went down, if it's their fault, they should get a piece of my mind of what's wrong with them. A lot of times, people who crash and people who race and people who put themselves in danger, I would tell them in their face, you are a selfish son of a bitch. Because when you get out on this bike and you're out on these roads and you're riding your ride, you're not only riding for yourself. Get it through your thick skull. You're riding for your mother, your father, your sister, your brothers, your wife, your kids, your friends, your dogs, whoever's important in your life. You should always remember that you're riding for them. Because if something happens to you, everybody else is going to be affected. That's the thing about it. People think, oh, well, I ride my bike, I ride my ride, I want to do what I want to do. That's all great and dandy. But you're not by yourself. You also have family, you have, your friends. You have people that's got to be responsible for putting you in the ground. And now they got to live their lives without you because you decided to race this person or do a wheelie in a dangerous situation. Now, don't get me wrong. I have done stuff too. I've sped. I really haven't raced because I know I'm slow, so that doesn't bother me and things like that. I've tried to do wheelies. I try to stunt and show out. Bruh, wake up. What does that get you? The thing about it is this. People who go out there and they race, there's always going to be somebody's going to be faster than you. There's always going to be somebody's going to do a wheelie longer than you. It's always somebody else is better. Now, if it is your dream to be a racer or to do the best wheelies or whatever, so be it. But when you're doing those dangerous stunts and you're doing those dangerous things, think about your family when you're doing it. Think about, well, if I race this guy, if something happens to me, is winning this race worth the dangers of me dying? Like, if you want a race between somebody, what does that really get you? What? Oh, you're fast? All it's going to do is paint a bigger target on your back for somebody else to race you. You know, I just don't understand people's mentality. And every year we get more and more deaths, and I'm just sick and tired of it. You know, I'm tired of going to the funerals. I'm tired of going to memorial rides for people. Now, I understand we cannot control everything around us. You know, I can't control if a car pulls out in front of me. I can't control if someone gets over. I can't control if my bike, you know, well, I can't kind of control my maintenance of my bike, but I can't control, like, if there's a hole in the road or something like that. I can't control those things, because those things are out of my control. But what I can control is I can control my style of riding. That means when I go through intersections, I slow down. I make sure there's nothing coming. When I'm in the road, I'm looking, you know, as far as I can to see if there's anything in the road that I might need to avoid. You know, I every day when I get on my bike, I say a prayer, because I need that extra protection when I come out riding, you know. And I also try to remember that I'm not just riding for myself. I have my family to ride for, you know. But it's just amazing how people soon forget what they're riding for. You should ride for your loved ones. Don't ride for yourself. You know, it's just plain and simple. And then once you get that mentality down, you'll enjoy being a bike rider more and more every day. Like, it took me a lot of years to get where I'm at. I get it. You know, I get it. Everybody is, you know, I get it. Everybody rides their ride. Everybody has their own, you know, thing they do and this and that. Everybody has their, you know, everybody rides kind of like snowflakes. No two people ride alike. Everybody has their own little different things between what kind of bike they have and all those, and what, you know, what they get enjoyment. But I want to ask yourself, why did you start riding in the first place? You know? If you can answer that question, if you're still riding the way you rode when you first started riding, and the reason you started riding, then you have the answer. But take the time just to think about, when this season comes up, what are you going to change about your riding style to save your life, basically? You know, if you want to do wheelies, that's fine. Do wheelies in a parking lot, stunt lot. If you want to go fast and ride fast, make sure that you're doing it, you know, on an empty road or whatever. But don't do it in places that's gonna, like, be detrimental not only to you, but to other people. And also make sure that this is what you really want to do, not because somebody else calls you out. I mean, dude, I get called out all the time. Hey, why don't you race? Why don't we race? I'd be like, why? Why? Why race? I know I've accepted that I am not fast. I know that I suck at doing wheelies. And the thing about it is, I'm okay with that. I'm okay being slow. I'm okay not being, you know, even though I got a fast bike and this, that, and the other, I'm okay. I've accepted that that's not the type of rider I am. I am just a normal person who likes to get on the bike, get a little wind in his head, and just enjoy riding, enjoy seeing the scenery, going different places. Not go 1,000 miles per hour and put myself in danger every day. You know, I'm okay with that. I've accepted that. And regardless if someone calls me out, I'd be like, someone like, man, I bet you, yeah, you can beat me. I literally say that, like, yeah, you won. I don't care if he has a 250. You won. Because at the end of the day, me racing somebody and beating them, what does that get me? That doesn't get me anything. But like I said, everybody's different. And I'm going to tell you like this. my channel is not gonna be, why I'm changing it and stuff like that, is not gonna be popular. It's not gonna be popular. It's not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna be a yes man. I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, this big YouTuber said this. Yes, he's right because he's special and he's got all this. Now, I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm not a yes man. I've never been a yes man. Well, maybe when I was a kid. But as an adult, I've never been a yes man. I've never followed trend. I don't do that. You know, I don't do that. I am my own person. I don't follow people and say, oh, I want to be just like that person. No, I'm just going to be myself. I'm not going to be popular. The things I say are going to be different from what a lot of other people say. You know? Because the thing about it is, I've learned this. The same people who encourage you to do stupid crap are the same people that are going to leave you and walk off and just forget about you when you're hurt or when your bike's down or when you're in a hospital. They're not going to be there. Well, you know what they're going to be? They're going to be talking about you. They're going to be like, yeah, so-and-so, man, he knew he shouldn't have did that kind of wheelie, man. Even though they're the same people who hyped him up. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine because, you know, once you figured out who those fake people are in your life, you cut them out. And that's what I've done. I have really, honestly, really stopped riding with a lot of people. I've just kind of like ride myself, you know, ride my wife, this and that. I stopped riding with people because I'm not as good as them. And I'm not saying that I have to, like, you know, I'm not saying that, oh, you know, they ride so dangerous and this and that. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is like this. I'm not going to raise my level of riding to match theirs if I'm not comfortable. Let me break that back down to you. I am not going to raise my level of riding, meaning if I'm not good at curves, I'm not going to, and I can't ride as fast as them or catch up to them or lean down like they can. I'm not going to try harder to lean closer to the ground or go faster in curves so I can catch up to them. I'm going to ride my ride. So the most important thing I need to do is make sure I make it home safe. Everything else to me, I don't give a damn. I don't care if I'm the slowest one in the group. I don't care if I don't lean. I don't care about a damn thing. The only thing I care about is I'm making it home to my family. That is it. That's the most important thing. So all that other stuff that people talk about, like, oh, you go so slow. Oh, you don't lean too hard. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna make sure I make it home. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But again, you have to have that strong will in yourself and to understand, you know, who you are and what type of rider you are. Once you figured out what real type of rider that you are, and I'm talking about the real you, not what everybody else expects you to be. I'm talking about who you are as a rider. Once you figure that out, everything else will fall into place. So, you know, and also another thing too is if you know what type of rider you are and you stick to what makes you feel comfortable, your riding will be so much more enjoyable because you don't have to worry about pleasing this person or that person. You don't have to worry about, you know, people, you know, talking bad about you and this and that. Because the people who talk bad about me, so what? I don't care. I just don't ride with them anymore. And I know people talk bad. I know, all day. But I just drop them like a bad habit because they're not worth my time. You know, because those people are not more important to my family. So I just kind of want to make a video about this. Too bad I'm on my bike, but you know, just because you're on your motorcycle, that doesn't mean that the message still is not as important, you know. So with that, guys, I'm gonna hop off of here and hopefully this rain will stop and I can get on my bike again. But till then, guys, remember, ride your ride, but make sure it's your ride, not somebody else's. Peace.